Question 5. How did you attract and address your audience? Using several different layout techniques, ensuring the magazine was in keeping with its target audience and would be bought by men and women equally, I was enabled to attract my target audience through clever use of colour and design. I made sure the artists featured were ones with which my target reader was interested in. It would be pointless in featuring someone, say Dido, in my magazine, seeing as though the magazine genre is dubstep. The reader wants to see more artists more like Skrillex and Deadmau5, who are popular at the moment in that genre. For the front cover of my magazine, the featured artist Woodzilla, who was my friend Joe Woodcock, who for the purpose of the magazine is a dubstep artist. I ensured the image of him was right for my target audience. The clothing he wore, his stance and facial expression all had to be right for the magazine and draw my target reader in. I made sure he wore indie style clothing, as the current popular fashion is indie. I made sure his stance was right for the genre of music, a rebellious pose against a graffiti wall. I decided to have him against a graffiti wall as I felt it would be attractive to the reader. Graffiti is something mainly young people either do or find interesting, and as my target readers are 16 to 28, I think it addresses the audience quite well. The chance to win £1,000 of Skrillex clothing is another way I attracted my audience. Skrillex is a breakthrough dubstep artist who is one of the most popular artists in the industry at the moment, and offering the chance to win signed clothing from him is a great way of addressing the audience and make them want to buy a copy. It is the incentive to buy the magazine. I use simple colours throughout my magazine to make the images stand out more than the text itself. I didn't want to draw attention away from the artist featured and what the magazine was about. Dubstep is a very young genre of music, and I want to make sure that the reader can see that the artists featured probably haven't been featured in many other magazines, so attract the reader that way. If I was to use bright and bold colours throughout my magazine, I think it would look too cluttered. One of the ways I attracted my audience was through making the chance to win a competition in bold writing with brighter colours, and highlighting the fact that readers can receive a free poster when they buy a copy of the magazine. So they're all incentives to make the reader buy the magazine. Most music magazines have a house style which they continue throughout all their issues, and even through their advertising and website. So it's important. It's what makes the reader familiar with the layout, ready for when the next issue comes out, and also to make it look more professional and easy to understand. I maintain the simple front cover style throughout the magazine in the contents page and the double page spread. This is to make it easier for the reader to follow, keeping the same colours throughout and same layout, making my magazine look more tidy and attractive for the reader. I ensure that the juxtaposition of the text was similar throughout, so it wasn't different on each page and therefore it looked cluttered. There are several cover lines on the front cover designed to address the reader and attract them into buying it. They are designed to make the reader want to read the magazine by showing which other artists are featured in the magazine in either a caption or a quote, telling the reader what the feature will be about. By doing this, the reader can easily find out if an artist they like or have an interest in is in my magazine and therefore buy a copy.